Come on, let's do it. Hello? Oh, hey. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. All right, see you. Who was it? He didn't say. Hello? Yeah. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. All right, talk to you later. Who was it? Same guy. I love that old vaudeville gag, man. I first heard that on from Looney Skip Rooney on the Uncle Floyd show when I was a lifeguard when I was like 20 years old. And listen, you youngsters, we used to have to wait till we closed the beach and run over to Sponge's house after the beach closed to watch the Uncle Floyd show. There was no streaming. No, it came on local TV out of New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. And we had to run over there after the beach closed, all settle in, and watch the Uncle Floyd show. And I waited for him to play that Barrel House piano. But at any rate, the reason I threw that gag up, outside of the fact that I just love it, I think it's cheesy, same guy, is that this week, same lady. The past 2 weeks were about my friend Tia at work and her grandmother's cooking and whatnot. But there's another thing we've been going on about for a while, and it has to do with Duke's mayonnaise, all right? She brought me this. So home the other night, and I get a text, and here's all the text is. Because we've been talking about it. Oh, what's the big deal with Duke's? You know, we're both East Coasters, New Yorkers. We grew up with Hellmann's mayo. Now, I told you these days I prefer making my own, but in a pinch, I'll always go for the Hellmann's. People who live down south, Duke's, you gotta get Duke's. Never tried it. So she bought some. All right. And she goes, I'll give you some. I go, no, we know the store has it now because we've been looking. I'll get a jar. She goes, well, what if it sucks? What if you hate it? So she brought me this little thing. So let me get a spoon here. Full disclosure, I already tried it. But I didn't try it next to the Hellmann's. And actually, maybe I should do the Hellmann's first because that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I grew up with. Now, I know some people are going to think it's gross. What, you're going to eat mayonnaise plain? Let me tell you something. If you are serious about your cooking and making your meals, you have to learn what every ingredient tastes like by itself before it goes in the dish. Butter, right? I've been buying these Irish butters lately. Taste it unadorned. Doesn't mean you need a freaking tablespoon of mayonnaise in your mouth. I'm just going to take... That's Hellmann's. That's what I grew up with. Duke's. All right, there's a very subtle difference. A little bit more tang. I think they said, I don't have the jar to read ingredients. I think I read somewhere they might use a little more yolk in this. It's got a slightly more vinegar tang. But at any rate, they're both good. Mine's better than both of them. No brag, just fact. As long as we're doing old TV shows. The Guns of Will Sonnet. So that's it. It's a mayonnaise show. Duke's versus Hellmann's. Now, what are we going to do? The easiest thing to do is to make tuna fish. Tuna salad, because that's my go-to with mayo. You got to have good mayo in a tuna salad. Tuna should be packed in extra virgin olive oil, not water. I could go on and on about perfect tuna salad. However, I had that last night. That's what I came home with the Dukes yesterday, and I gave it a shot in my tuna. It was darn good. So come on over to the board, and excuse me, the board's full of groceries. I just got home from the store. Come on over to the marble, and let me show you what I'm going to do with this Duke It Out versus Hellmann's Mayo challenge tonight. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Here we go. Mayo matchup. Bring it. Hellmann's versus Duke's. And one of my all-time favorite sandwiches, fried chicken cutlet. I had some chicken breast in the freezer. I took one cutlet out, smashed it a little, cut it lengthwise because I have this beautiful baguette. I made baguettes on Sunday. And I have this one in the freezer. It's Tuesday night, by the way. So let's do this. There we go. We use about so much of the baguette. I'll put this in the toaster. Let me pop it in there, but I won't turn it on yet because we have to fry the cutlet. And I'm just going to warm it. I'm not going to really cook it. So let's come on over by the stove. Oh, wait. Tomato. If you saw last week's greenhouse show, this is the lettuce. That was started from seed inside. Let's get a couple of leaves. I don't remember if this was Black Thompson seeded. I don't remember. But a couple of lettuce leaves. And this will just continue growing. It's so early, it's not going outside yet anyway. And I don't even think I need to rinse this. Yeah, it's got a little soil. I'll rinse that off camera. Let me do that now. I'll start warming the bread and then meet me at the stove. Okay, these are cutlets. This is not calamari or French fries. So we're not going for that 360, 370 high heat. We're going to fry them nice and gently. Ooh, already lost some breadcrumbs. These were dipped in egg. I should have put some flour as the first stage. I just got a little lazy and went just egg breadcrumb. But I did let them sit for a while. You want the egg to solidify and act as a little glue. That's coming up. This is olive oil. And you can see I mark it 2 times fry. I usually use it 2-3 times depending on what I'm frying. If it's fish, it probably would have been gone by now, but this has no fish aroma. So I use it 2-3 times. I strain it through a very fine sieve, even some cheesecloth when I have it on hand, and you get a couple of fries out of it. So I'll pop the bread on. We're just going to warm it up. I'm not going for toast. I put the bread on the middle rack of the Breville. Let's get a little fan here. Pardon the noise. I'm going with medium, not high. I put it on bake, 300. You just want to warm it through. And we'll give these 1 or 2 flips because we want the breadcrumb to get nice and crispy, but we want the chicken to cook through. So we don't want a super high heat like we're frying, deep frying. I'll get some paper towel out to give them a quick drain. Oh, they smell fantastic already. These were the homemade breadcrumbs from my sourdough. Dried herbs. You know, the go-to, but the breadcrumb thing never really changes too much. Baked clams, cutlets, scampi. Same breadcrumbs. Okay, I think the bread should be warmed through. Let me turn the camera off. I'll give this another minute or 2. I really want to cook that chicken through. Okay, I gave them a few flips along the way. I think they're cooked through. Get them out. Get a little of that olive oil off. It is olive oil, so we don't have to be too worried. And now come on over by the marble. let's fix up these sandwiches. Here's our bread, nicely warmed through. I did not go for crunch, and I cut it in half so we could keep track of which one is which. So, let's start with the Dukes. We'll go on the square for the Dukes, and I am going to do top and bottom. There's a lot of controversy on how you spread your condiments. I'm going both sides, edge to edge. Okay. Now, I'm going to get a fresh spoon for the helmets. Try to put the same quantity of mayo on each. Alright, Hellmann's is the butt end, the round end of the bread. Duke's is the square. That looks pretty even. Looks like a hair more Duke's on that side. There we go. Alright. The moment of truth. Salt. Cracker black. Let's take our cutlet. Try to go with the shape of the bread best we can. A little tomato. Some of this fresh, beautiful lettuce just making its way into the world. Looking forward to going in the ground in about a week to a week and a half. Let's close these up. Now, again, I'm going to go Hellmann's first. I grew up with it. I love this sandwich. Chicken cooked well through. Beautiful. Can't go wrong with Hellmann's mayo. Let's go for the Dukes. Absolute honesty, full disclosure. On a sandwich like this, I can't tell the difference. It's mayonnaise, right? You got the bread, you got the chicken cutlet, the heavily seasoned breadcrumbs, lettuce, tomato. I'm not going to be able to tell the difference in the mayo. Tasting them with the spoon, slight difference, both good. I like them both. I could go either way. But I prefer making my own only because I got these eggs from these girls. I like the extra light olive oil for various reasons. But nice little taste test. Same guy. Come on, let's do it. Different banana.